Most useless megaprojects in the world. Number 5. Tropicana Field Stadium. Tropicana Field Stadium was built to host the Tampa Bay Devil Rays baseball team. It has a high roof that is supported and illuminated by structures that drop down into the stadium, preventing base runners from hitting high balls for home runs. Despite the fact that it looks to be wonderful from the outside, it has some severe issues inside too. In addition, by 2010, it was the only active Major League Baseball stadium with a permanent roof, which means it cannot be lowered and has often become an obstacle for hit balls. In 2018, plans were made to replace it with Yabber Stadium. In 2021, additional proposals were made to replace or modernize the structure. Number 4. Goldin Finance 117. Goldin Finance 117, commonly known as China 117 Tower, is a partially completed skyscraper in Xiangyun, China. The skyscraper, which stands 596.5 meters in height and contains 128 stories, was completed in 2015. Construction began in 2008, but was twice suspended as it is still incomplete and empty as of April 2022. The skyscraper's construction began in 2008 and was planned to be completed in 2014. However, due to the effects of the Great Recession, work was delayed in January 2010 and restarted in 2011. With a revised completion date of 2018 to 2019. In addition, the tower's remarkable diamond-shaped crown at the top, which would act as an atrium with its glass area, is intended to improve Tianjin's skyline. Number 3. Ciudad Real Central Airport, Spain. Ciudad Real International Airport, or CQM, which opened in 2009 during a building boom, was initially intended to take part of the traffic from Madrid-Badajoz, despite its location some 220 kilometers to the south. Its passenger terminal was meant to handle 2 million people per year at first, and 10 million if planned additions had been completed. In addition, the billion-euro project, however, only lasted 3 years. During that period, it was only served by 2 airlines, Ryanair and the Spanish low-cost carrier Vueling. The airport started to fail shortly after it was closed. It was then placed up for sale for 89 million euros. Meanwhile, no investor was prepared to pay the needed sum. The Spanish commercial court rejected many offers. Meanwhile, no investor was prepared to pay the needed sum. The Spanish commercial court rejected many offers, including one for 10 million euros presented by a partnership of British and Asian businessmen who wanted to transform. Number 2. Forest City, Malaysia. Forest City was named the world's second most useless megaproject. The development was meant to be built entirely on recovered ground from 4 artificial islands, with the goal of producing the country's first wholly green smart city. It was planned to take up to 20 years to complete when it was launched in 2006. The project's vision has long been greatly praised and criticized, with some questioning if a megaproject of this scale was ever possible. Developers hope to attract investors because the project's closeness to Singapore, which included the construction of a second-link bridge, as well as a separate customs station that allowed simple access between the island state and Johor. Moreover, Malaysians were unable to purchase property in Forest City because Chinese foreign investors just tried to beat them. According to reports, the project was exclusively designed to serve the mainland Chinese, with important infrastructure details such as street signs constructed in Mandarin. Only 500 individuals were living in the first completed phase as of 2020. Number 1. Xiang International Project. Abandoned Ghost Cities. The Xiang International Program is an important, unfinished urban development in the Chinese city of Xiangyun, Hebei Province. The project was divided into 2 parts. The south was to be an elevated residential community with low density and large-scale water features covering more than 1,300 acres, while the north was to be a 426-acre water and enjoyment theme park. Hebei Real Estate Development Group Company Limited launched a project. Lastly, Local authorities investigated Haibei Real Estate Development Group Company Limited for bribery in 2014, and the company began to collect billions of dollars in debt. Haibei Real Estate Development Group's operations ended in 2017, likely to result in the cancellation of the original project. The project was seized. Tens of thousands of owners are unable to move in, and the units are unable to be used since they are incomplete. The Xiang International Project was around 1,800 acres. So that was it for today's video, and if you find it useful, hit the like button. For more videos, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates from our channel.